Now that we've understood the concepts of subsets and set operations, let's solve a few CBSE level questions. These questions are designed to test your understanding of concepts rather than your memory. Whenever you solve a question on sets, don't rush to the answer. First, understand what each set represents, then compare the elements carefully. This simple habit helps avoid most mistakes. Let's begin with the first question. We are given four sets. A equals x belongs to R, and x to the power 28x plus 12 equals 0. B equals 2, 4, 6. C equals 2, 4, 6, 8. And D equals 6. We need to decide which of these sets are subsets of one another. The first step is to find the elements of A. Solving the quadratic equation, we get x to xs6 equals 0. Therefore, the solutions are x equals 2 and x equals 6. So A equals 2, 6. Now compare the sets. Every element of A is present in B, so A is a subset of B. Similarly, every element of B is present in C because C contains all even natural numbers. Hence, B is a subset of C. Since D contains only the element 6 and 6 is present in A, B and C, D is a subset of all three sets. We can also conclude that A is a subset of C because both 2 and 6 belong to C. Notice that while checking subsets, the number of elements does not matter. The only thing that matters is whether every element of one set appears in the other. Now consider the statement, if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, then A is a subset of C. Is this true or false? This statement is true. Think of it like three boxes placed one inside another. If box A is completely inside box B and box B is completely inside box C, then box A must also be completely inside box C. The same logic applies to sets. Every element of A belongs to B and every element of B belongs to C. Therefore, every element of A automatically belongs to C. This property is known as the transitive property of subsets and is used frequently in mathematical proofs. Let's solve one more statement. If A is a subset of B and X does not belong to B, then X does not belong to A. This statement is also true. Remember, every element of A must already exist inside B. Therefore, if an element is missing from B, there is no possibility that it can still be present in A. This follows directly from the definition of a subset and is often useful while solving proof-based questions. Finally, let's solve the proof question. We are given that A union B equals A union C and A intersection B equals A intersection C. We need to prove that B equals C. Instead of memorizing a proof, first understand the meaning of the given conditions. The first condition tells us that adding B or adding C to A produces exactly the same collection of elements. The second condition tells us that the elements common with A are also exactly the same in both cases. This means B and C contribute the same elements outside A and also share the same elements inside A. Since no element can belong to one set without belonging to the other, both sets must contain exactly the same elements. Hence, B equals C. This proof is based on comparing element membership rather than performing calculations. Let's quickly revise today's lesson. To check subsets, compare elements carefully one by one. For true or false questions, always apply the definition instead of guessing. For proof-based questions, first understand what the given conditions tell you about the sets and then use logical reasoning to reach the conclusion. With regular practice, these questions become much easier to solve.